What's up, y'all? So Wack100, he's exposing Harry-O, the founder of Death Row. Check it out.
Well, we got old Harry-O here.
Y'all know who Harry-O is?
Came on here, and
first let's say who Harry-O is, because a few people are saying, who is Harry-O?
Okay, Harry-O's a guy you guys always hear about. Allegedly gave Suge Knight the money to start Death Row. He did about 30-something years in prison. You hear the story that he put Denzel on the first Broadway play. You also hear about Jay Prince. He got Jay Prince raided and audited because he told the feds that he also gave Jay Prince money to start Rap-A-Lot in form of money, dirty money. So for those of y'all don't know, if they can ever prove that you started any business with illegal money, bank robbery money, any of that type of money, then they can hit you with money laundering, take your business company, and take you to the feds.
Okay, before we get into it, do we know what Harry-O went to jail for?
To my understanding, he went to jail, but his nephew.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe he might have had some charges, right? So he had time to do on the state side, time to do on the feds. Now, back in 1997, I remember a Vibe magazine coming out with Harry on the cover of it. At the time, he was in Lancaster State Penitentiary in California, CDC. And Reggie kept saying dudes in cahoots with the government on the government side when they was bringing the charges on Suge them about the money he allegedly gave.
They got Reggie right there.
What up, exposing?
Reggie came on here.
OG Reggie, salute. Respect it, man. I hope y'all ain't exposing me. What up? There go that crazy sweetie man over there.
I gotta keep it real, Reg, because Reggie came on here. He made a recording between Harry-O and the attorney. I'm like, Reg, that ain't enough to go off of, right? Now,
yeah.
Reggie kept saying that dude went to court and had something going on with the government side, saying he gave Suge them money to start Death Row. But at the time, Reg just had a recording between him and the attorney. Sounded to me like Harry-O knew what the attorney was talking about, but it was like Harry-O wasn't at the court. So I'm like, Reg, bro, you can't just say that, right? So, and Reg was like, all right, cool. But I went to doing my research. People heard the podcast, and I believe it was by first people. I think our people, our research team, and they sent me something that Reg ordinarily I would have just like looked the other way because I hate to be wrong. But Reg, you always been a big brother to me. And when it comes to you, I don't mind being wrong because I came into the game learning from you anyway.
Respect.
Right? So R&B, I just sent you something, you can put it up. Now, what you're looking at is on June 13th, 1997, Harry-O, CDC number D97093, was the Lancaster State Prison D facility.
Wait till she put it up, Wack. So everybody can read it why you saying it.
All right. I'm going to give it to them so they hear me. We go over. And it says movement type. And it says out to court. It says reason. Intergovernmental agreement. By who? U.S. Marshals. So this puts you in court on the government side. Right? Because I've got 10 other times where you moved, and it just says, CDC, it says hospital, You got another time you went out to court for the same thing. October 11, 1995. So this went on for a couple years. Lancaster beat facility out to court, intergovernmental agreement, U.S. Marshals.
And Wack, let me cut you right quick. And the homeboys know, people know in 2001 as well, he was in San Bernardino. You can get straight a whole bunch of street that can vouch that he was out in, in San Bernardino in 2001. He was going back and forth, like I was saying, but hey.
No, listen. I got this. This is his information, everything about him.
Yeah.
First, last name, date of birth. He's 63 today, Michael R. Harris. And you definitely was going to court under an intergovernmental agreement.
Agreement, correct.
Right?
Yeah.
I got other reasons why you left. Release to hospital, medical, permanent transfer, finished term, so on and so forth. So this is all your movement.
And he wasn't discharged from the state until 2011, where he went to the feds, where he started doing his fed time.
Now, this when he got knocked out in Victorville. Somebody knocked him out.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
One of the homies talk to the exposer. And I'm going to let 600 give you the dialogue on what he told him he went through with Harry-O. And he got the audio too. Go ahead, 600.
So when I dropped my video this morning, I put together a nice little piece of a few of your interviews, Reggie.
Okay.
He was saying that confirming he was an informant, and you got all the recordings that they gave you.
And you got to remember, this was 2 years ago when I was talking this. You just asked me out of the blue, right. and I just respond because I, responded.
Yeah. So when I put that up, this before we even get to talking about any of this, because like I said, that stuff Wack just read, that let me push my video out. So we got more stuff talking about that. So anyway, I dropped my video. One of my G homies called me and said, "Bro, I've been telling you that it was a rat.
Yeah.
I was in the feds that, what he say, 90, I don't know. It was 90 something, right? He said my first time meeting Harry-O. I got the audio. Our first time meeting Harry-O. He said, I need to come talk to you. He met him in the attorney room. He said, hey, I can get you 10 years if you cooperate. The homie said, he said Harry-O was banging on the window and told him to come get him up out of there. So he told me what building they was in and everything, what year and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let's say the reason why I made my first video, because like I said, I done had the paperwork, so I had to just speak on what's going on in the street. I said, listen, I don't know Harry-O. A few G homies told me he was a rat. I don't know why, but they did tell me this, so I did my research, and that was why I made my video. Yeah. So another one who just had hit me and told me that story.
Yeah. But Wack, I don't get y'all in trouble. Y'all better not have no cases. Y'all know that guy with connections with the Trump.
And
then told him he done already said word. He gonna get Trump Jr. on me. I said, hey, whatever.
About all that.
Exactly. You know I laugh. I laugh. But
end of the day, yo, 600.
Yeah.
So dude calls you and tells you, Harry-O tell him he can get him out of something.
My boy,
play the audio.
The big homie was facing 175 years if he go to trial. He tells him, I can get you 10 if you cooperate. And that's when he flashed on him like, what? You know what I'm saying? The homie ended up taking like 30 years on the deal. Like I say, he said, he'll come on here at the right time. I don't know who was going to lie to that. You just sent me this link 45 minutes ago. I just texted him. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to always return. But look, Reggie, let me ask you, bro. How did you, was you in court or like, how did you really know?
Because they were investigating, we had David Kenner. Y'all know David Kenner was connected then, and David Kenner was telling us, hey, they got a grand jury going on. When a grand jury, go ahead.
Reggie, I mean, cut you off. Say that. The big homie mentioned that Kenner dude. He said, write it down. That's him. Then he said something about that dude was later on working for Suge or something.
That's how it started. That's how Suge met met Harry O through Kenner. And, you know, Harry O tried to even say it even in his documentary, which was snitching, that Kenner tried to kill him. Don't y'all remember when he tried to say he poisoned him or something like that? When he came and visited him in prison and stuff?
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate y'all so much. And the clip I do show y'all, that was Wack100 and Reggie Jr. Wright. And they exposed, quote unquote, Harry O, the founder of Death Row. So a lot of people think that Suge Knight is actually the one who started Death Row. That's not true. Harry O is the one who started Death Row, and he's the one who 100% financed Death Row. And he did that by selling yayo in Westside, Compton. And he also was able to set up different shops all around Los Angeles. For example, car shops and things like that. And they were able to use the money from his businesses and his storefronts to Death Row. So they actually used illegal money to invest in Death Row. And then Harry O, he was charged and he was in prison for, probably, I think it was over a decade. And then he came out of prison. He did an interview recently. And I think that the reason why he decided to do an interview was because he wanted to establish his presence, that he's ready to close some new deals. So yeah, but Wack, on the other hand, he has other plans. And he wants to expose Harry O for being a snitch, allegedly. So, let me know what y'all think about this. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.